Let me tell you something. Look it, man. I've been an Atlanta fan for 45 years.
Late night vibes, we're turning up the heat. T-Wil on the mic, can't accept defeat. My ATL sports show, he's running the gang. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play. Bringing the thunder every single day. T-Wil, T-Wil, shining bright on the airwaves, bringing sports tonight. Atlanta heart, with a soul so free. My ATL sports show, it's the place to be.
Welcome, ATL sports fans. Welcome, ATL movies fans. Welcome, Ronnie Thomas in the chat. Welcome, John Brooks. Welcome, Nathan Floyd. How are you guys doing? I'm your host, T-Wil, and we have with us the lovely,
Una.
the educated, the humorous friend of mine. We go back 30 years. Miss Una is in the building. Miss Una, how you doing? All well?
I am doing best day of my life.
Okay, all right. Best day. I'll take that. You know, I don't get that many best days of my life. So you know what? I will give you an applause tonight. We are doing Sippin Tea with T-Wil. For those of you who don't know Miss Una, she's got about 9,000 followers on Facebook. She's got about 50,000 on TikTok. She's got another 1,100 on YouTube. She's hilarious. You're gonna love her. And we're gonna start the show. So, Miss Una, how you doing tonight? You know what I mean?
I'm doing good. I'm just waiting to see what we about to talk about because I got some things to say.
We're gonna talk about a litany of things, but just because you're new to my audience and I'm new to your audience, tell these folks about yourself. Kind of, tell them about yourself. Tell them about you. What do you do? What are you doing? Like, tell them about your podcast. Like, just tell them about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Una, and my brand is the universe. So I do most of my work on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and I usually do YouTube shorts, but my main theme is doing real estate. I flip houses, but I'm also a real estate agent for 26 years.
Okay.
So that's what I do, and I'm getting in the middle of a divorce. Woo woo.
Wow. So a lot of changes.
A lot of changes.
I'm a fan of your content. I tell you that all the time. So I'm just super excited. So hey, let's not make the crowd wait anymore.
Okay, well let's go then.
Into it. FIFA is coming to. We got Antonio in the building. Antonio says, "What's up, T-Wil and fabulous Una?" And
hello.
There you go. So, FIFA World Cup is coming to Atlanta. World Cup 26, including 5 highly anticipated group stage matches and 3 crucial knockout rounds, culminating in marquee semifinal showdowns on July 15th, 2026. All matches take place at the Benz. Una, you ever played soccer?
Okay, so I've played soccer one time, but what I do is I start all my kids off with soccer so they can get some, learn how to run and all that when they about 3 or 4 years old. So I like soccer.
Okay.
But I've never quite got the game. And is there an American? We got a team in there?
I don't know that. I don't think we're playing. No.
American. Somebody said America had a team. See, none of us know.
We do, but I don't think we're playing here. So we got.
Oh, okay. But what is our mascot? When do we get American team? What's it? Who played? What's the?
Wait a minute. What did Antonio say? He said if you played soccer one time, you was playing kickball. Wow. Okay. All right.
I am Queen Kickball now, so don't tempt me.
Well, let me ask you this: is kickball innately feminine, or are dudes allowed?
What?
Like I've never
I
seen
mean,
men.
when we was in elementary school, wasn't everybody playing kickball?
They were, but like if you look at the kickball leagues now, I don't see any dudes playing kickball. That's what I'm asking. Like I know there's a league at Gresham Park, or there was, but I don't know of any. And those were all women teams. Like I don't know of any dudes out there. Like yeah, like I don't
I'm about to go play some kickball.
Yeah, I don't. I am not.
No, maybe not.
I am not secure enough for that. I think I would take a ribbon from
Well,
the
ain't
guy.
nobody wearing no skirts or nothing. Like what?
I'm just saying.
It's not like we out there wearing like feathers in our hat and flowers. I'm sure somebody could play kickball. You wouldn't play kickball with your children?
I play kickball with my kids, but I don't know that I don't know that I'm secure enough to go to a league and be the only guy playing, on an all grid. Like I don't know about that. First off, I don't know how my wife would feel, but you're playing with all those women. Like I don't know. I don't know how that would go over with the wife.
True. You ain't lying.
She didn't like it when I played co-ed football back in the day when I had a waist and could see my shoes. So I don't know that would go over, well.
True.
I don't know. But anyway, golly, did he just hit another home? Oh my God. Okay.
Are we losing?
Yeah, Strider sucks tonight. Okay. 6-2 Mets, and the Braves had the whatever. Okay, Strider, you suck tonight. Anyway, whatever. Is what it is. So yeah, look, we got all these matches coming. June 15th, Spain versus Cabo Verde.
Mm-hmm.
June 18th, Czechia, did that used to be Czechoslovakia? I don't know. Or is that now the Czech Republic? Anyway, Czechia versus South Africa. June 20th, Spain versus Saudi Arabia. June 24th, Morocco versus Haiti. June 27th, the Congo DR. Is that Dominican Republic? I don't know. Versus Uzbekistan?
Yeah, DR, Dominican Republic.
Okay. I didn't know there was a Congo in the Dominican Republic.
Wait, no, that's wrong.
Yeah, it says
and
Congo.
they playing Uzbekistan. Are they even letting any of these people into? What is going on?
Don't you say that.
I'm just, things is going crazy right now.
Let them stay is the question. Will they let them stay long enough?
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. All right, tickets. You can secure the remaining tickets or hospitality packages through verified vendors like SeatGeek's Atlanta World Cup Hub or the official FIFA tickets portal. Transportation is on MARTA, which I know they were making some last minute adjustments or whatever because glasses were breaking or something like that with the door. So hopefully they fixed that. The FBI has a drone warning. So if you go, Miss Una, you better not have your own drone.
I better not take my drone.
Yeah, because if you do, you're going to pay $100,000. Okay.
I know you're lying.
Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. That is the fine for that. Like, they really don't want you to take drones down there. And, to be fair, you could deliver a terrorist attack via drone. So that's probably why they do that, to discourage it. But yeah, they don't want you doing that. Let's see. Antonio says, don't feel bad, T-Wil. My girl gets mad if we play spades against women. I'd be reneging on purpose.
You ain't right. You ain't even right. Where's your loyalty? Where's your loyalty? To the game?
Let me tell you something.
Or to your wife?
Let me tell you something.
Don't you dare come get on my team and think you about to be reneging.
Oh, I'm not going to renege on anybody. But I tell you what, if you are silly enough to sit down on that table against T-Wil, you get what you get, okay? I love my mother. I miss her every day. She's been dead for 2 years. But if she came back to play me in spades, Mama, I love you. I'm busting her head to the white meat. It's going down.
That's awful.
But it is what it is. It is what it is, okay? Hey, spades is for winners. That's what Mama said. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Ain't no number two.
Are you competitive when it comes to spades?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't even come my way. I'm counting cards and everything. Don't even come my way. I know how many deuces you got. Is deuces wild? That's all I want to know. Is deuces wild?
Now,
are we going high joker, low joker, deuce of page? Like, what are we doing?
Well, in Georgia, they play with 3,800 spades. Like the way I was raised, it was Joker, Ace, King, Queen, but they play Joker, deuce of diamonds, deuce of spades. I can play.
Yeah, now yes, Joker, deuce of diamond, deuce of spades. That's how I play.
Yeah, I could play either way.
That's how I play.
My question to you is, have you ever made anyone never want to play again? Okay, because an element of playing spades is also talking shit.
Yeah, I've heard a few feelings.
Okay.
Yeah, I hurt my son-in-law feelings. Yeah, I gets in there. Yeah, like if that's happening.
That's what's going down. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's definitely going down.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you play T-Will, it's an experience. It is an experience. Okay. And it's probably gonna change your life. You're never gonna forget it.
I doubt it.
You're probably gonna have a headache when you go home. And you're probably gonna say, why did I play this guy? Because there's an 80% chance you're gonna lose. Okay, just say
what?
80% chance you're gonna lose. But
that's quite presumptuous of you. When you don't know my history of spades.
It's not.
See, I started with Pekino, with pennies. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
It's not presumptuous if it's true, though. Okay. It's not. But all right. Look.
No, we always got to keep letting men win. It's just awful.
Oh no, no! I've never let anybody win. Oh, I told you I wouldn't let my mom win. And
now that is elder abuse. That's elder abuse.
It is not, because if she's coming here and she wants to play spades unit, she's getting it. I'm sorry, it is going.
Oh my God!
Just saying. Anyway,
that's horrible.
She'd be proud of that statement. Anyway, let's talk about Spurs choking in Game 4. So, you were explaining this online, and I love the way you put it. So just give me your experience that night and what happened and why you were just so upset about the result.
Okay, so I'm excited about watching the game. I had my little food together. I had been eating my popcorn and stuff, and I'm like, okay, the game about to come on.
Right.
I mixed progesterone for my menopause. I mixed L-theanine, which is a calming agent. I mixed magnesium and wine.
You were ready to party.
Clearly not. I'm telling everybody I turned into AI. Are you freaking kidding me? I turned into AI. I was nice and clear. I had some clarity until I didn't. And then I woke up all confused because I was like, I know god darn well that I did not miss the biggest comeback in playoff history. And how tall is Jalen Brunson?
6'2". Is he 6'2"? I think.
No, he look a little shorter. And then where's Waldo? Where's Waldo Wembanyama? Let me tell you something. I watch baseball. I love baseball, but I watch basketball. That boy don't know. He was trying to foul everybody. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. But then can't play. Like he was looking like the emoji that be like this. Like I don't know what I'm doing. That's what he was looking like. Like he was looking like he was scared. First of all, the New Yorkers had him scared. And he was just all over the place. He could not control his body. Like what was going on?
I don't know. Do you think maybe it was too much for him? Because they were up by 29 points, right? Which, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, Wemby is wearing a Falcons shirt.
Look at Wemby. Look at him. Yeah, because that's what he's doing for his team. He's doing the Falcons.
But see that now. Let's talk about that for a sec, right? Because that was 2016. Okay, and as a Falcons fan, that was yes.
See, that's the problem. It feels like it was yesterday.
To Falcons fans, yes. Okay, let me tell you something. You know how you said this is one of the best days of your life? That was one of the worst days of. Oh my God, he just hit into a double play. That was one of the worst days of my life. One of the worst days of my life. And I was traumatized by this, as a lot of Falcon fans were.
Tell me how the trauma came through. So you was sitting and you was while you watching the game, and you like, okay, we ahead. So how did the trauma get in there? Like what was the problem? You always been a Falcons fan, and you like,
Yeah.
this is our time.
No, so I'm gonna be honest with you. What was worrying me was I knew that our center had a broken leg.
Okay.
I knew that he had taken a shot in the first half, and I knew it would wear off in the second half.
Okay.
And it did. And when it did, I knew he would have to come out. And my concern was that, we got up so early, the game wasn't over. Like,
At all.
If we had a running game, I would have felt better about it. But I say to my brother, I said, bro, this isn't over because we can't really run the ball, right?
Hell no. Hell,
Right.
you knew that.
Right. So now we've got a bunch of people over. My brother, we probably got 50 people watching the Super Bowl. And we have this one guy who's a Cowboys fan who is talking trash the whole
They
time.
say, like, you would think that they were our rivals, the Cowboys. That's how much they talk trash about us.
Yes. And don't do anything. Haven't done anything since 95. I mean, we've never done anything, but still, it's been, almost 40 years. Anyway, whatever. So I'm saying to myself the whole time, I don't know how this is going to end. I'm really uneasy. And when it got to 28-14, I left from the commons area or where everybody was, and I went into my room because I felt like I've seen this before. Understand, I'm 55 years old. I've been a Falcons fan for at least 48, 49 years. So I've seen us lose a game against the Cowboys in the playoffs twice.
At what point do you leave a marriage is all I'm saying. At what point do you leave the Falcons marriage?
Now, see, that's an interesting question, but here's how I was raised, right? So my dad would always say to me, son, the Falcons, the Braves, the Hawks, they are a part of your community. They are a part of where you live. You support them because they represent you and you represent them. So I will never leave the Falcons. Whether they win a Super Bowl or not, I will never leave them because for me, it's not about attaching myself to a team that wins the Super Bowl. It's about winning the Super Bowl with my team. It's about that moment in history. Lord, thank you, Jesus, if it ever happens. That moment in history when the clock strikes 0 and the Falcons win the Super Bowl and the confetti rains down on all Falcon parties and all Falcons. It's about that moment because at that moment, I'm going to feel a connection to my dead parents. I'm going to feel connections to former Falcons who are no longer here. I'm going to feel connections to Steve Bartkowski, William Andrews.
That's Steve Bartkowski.
Yes, because he was the first quarterback that I saw. But my point is, for me, it's about watching them win it. But anyway, back to the trauma. So when the whole thing goes down, hey, I got to hear this dude's mouth, and he is going in. And when I tell you he is going in, he is not stopping. I really wanted him to leave, but I wasn't going to be rude. But the whole point was, after that, I didn't watch ESPN for like 6 months.
Okay.
I couldn't bear to watch it. And if you ask most real Falcons fans, I'm not talking about the fly by night. I'm talking about the Gen Xers, folk our age who've been watching.
Yeah. They going down to make their barbecue. They doing it. Yeah, they doing all of that.
Right. But if you ask them, they probably all have a little trauma. Because how could you not watch that? That has never happened.
It was horrible, though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Right. That has never happened. So how could you watch that and not be upset? You get what I'm saying? But where I'm going with this is, are we gonna wear a scarlet 28-3 for the rest of our lives? Like every time something like this happens, because make no mistake about it, and we'll see in the next slide, the next day, as we can see here, Spurs blow 29-point lead, Falcons blow 28-3. They're saying it's the same thing. It's been 10 years since this happened, and every time somebody blows a lead, this comes up. And my question to you is, are we the Hester Prynne of the sports world. Hester Prynne being the character from the Scarlet Letter who wore the A for adults.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes, and the A.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have gave us the A because that's what we're gonna be wearing. They shouldn't have did we got the hats for it. We got all the shirts that say A. We might have that's our thing right now.
Are we gonna get clowned until we win a Super Bowl? Is my question.
Absolutely. Because you can't stop thinking about it. It's horrible.
Well, even when I stop thinking about it, people remind me. Like I didn't. Honestly,
of course, that you don't want to talk about sports all the time, no, Mister ATL, and you think ain't nobody gonna be saying nothing.
I'm just saying, like I wasn't even thinking about it when I first off, I was like you. So I mean, I didn't. Well, I do have medication, but I didn't drink that night.
Okay.
But wait, I hear something.
No, that's sorry.
Okay, all right. So, I guess what I'm thinking is, I went to sleep because they're down by 30, right? So realistically, I got to work
29.
Okay, 29. Really?
Okay. Let's be clear. My daddy is from New York, so give them their point.
Let me give them their 1 point. You're right. They're down by 29. Okay. I go to sleep, right? And my wife wakes up the next morning. No, she woke up at 3 because we're old. So she woke up at 3. And of course, if she wakes up, we wake up.
Y'all wake up. Yeah.
Right? If she can't sleep, I can't sleep. So she woke me up like, did the Knicks win the game? And I'm saying to myself, hell no. Right? I'm like, no. And I was like, but some of me just said, all right, let me check because I'm thinking it's down by 30. I look at the score and I see 107 to 106. Now, I'm 55, which means when I first wake up, I can't see nothing. So I'm like,
right.
Glasses. Let me make sure I'm seeing this. And I say to her, I think they won. Like, oh my God, like they really won. Like, oh my God. So, but never in my mind did 28 to 3 come to me. It wasn't
true.
You know what I mean? When now I'm hearing all of that and I'm like, oh man, I gotta relive it again. So
yes, you will be reliving that until we win.
I guess so. I guess
you will be fighting with the same people every single time to tell y'all ain't nothing without a Super Bowl.
I think the only
because the problem is we get there, we be so close.
We can't deliver.
We can't deliver.
And
it's awful.
It is awful. As a matter of fact, especially they were like, so to the right, they were like, this is the new Spurs logo. And oh my God, that hurt. that hurt my heart. That did hurt. All right, so let's talk about franchises who need to get their swagger back. The Buffalo Bills went to 4 Super Bowls and lost 4 Super Bowls. I think that's
awful.
It is. It's awful.
Now they need some smoke. Seriously.
It's bad. But they got to win a Super Bowl to get their swagger back. Now the Spurs have won a lot of championships. So I put them on the list just because of what happened the other night. But to be fair, if they go on to lose, I mean, they have 5 championships. They lost. They shouldn't have lost, but they lost. It's not as big of a deal. Kind of the same thing with the 49ers. Even though the last 2 Super Bowls they've lost, they've had 10-point leads late. And for whatever reason, Kyle Shanahan can't deliver. Kind of like in the Super Bowl, but anyway.
Right, exactly.
I put they need to win to get their swagger back. And then a lot of you young folks are not going to remember this because it may be before your time, but 2002, the San Francisco Giants were up in the World Series Game 7, 5-0. And the Angels came back to beat them. And so they need to get their swagger back. But the Falcons definitely need to do it. It's not fair.
So who you think the Falcons need then?
To win?
Yes.
Jesus.
Because because they done brought old man River back and he ain't do nothing as our quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, well, so we got out of the Kurt situation.
I know, but we spent enough.
We did. But to be fair, right?
Why you always want to be fair? I don't understand.
Because you always want to be unfair.
That's not true.
Yeah, no, it is true. All day you've been like, who cares about fair? So yeah, we gotta balance each other out. But to be fair,
what about Kirk Cousins was fair?
okay, the top salary at the time that we paid Kirk 45 million was 60 million. So the market for a good quarterback was 60 million. The fact that he got 45 million a year says he was kind of average.
Okay.
He wasn't awful, but he wasn't a superstar, because if he was, he probably would have got 65 million.
True.
But either way, still a bad deal. You combine that with drafting a quarterback. It is what it is, man. I'm hoping that this year will be different. We definitely have a new coaching staff. I think they're going to be okay. You know what I mean? But more.
That's how we always go into the season.
I know, but
perpetual hope.
But look, I'm a lifer.
Okay, all right.
I'm a.
Well, I don't look good in orange, so I ain't no lifer. Orange is not my damn color. Shit.
That's like a good tagline. That's a meme right there. I don't look good.
I ain't no lifer with Falcons.
I'm definitely not that kind of lifer, and hopefully being a Falcon fan isn't like being in prison. Although if you think about it, sometimes. But I hear what you're saying, but no, I got to support my team, man. I gotta, the Braves.
Okay, well, yeah.
I just want to see the Falcons win one. If I can see the Hawks win one, great. I don't have to have championships. I just want to see one, right? Let's look at what we got coming up on the docket for TV this week. So we got Sweet Magnolia season 5 on Netflix. I'm told it's pretty good. It's not one that I really check out, but it's.
Is this a rom-com?
It's kind of a rom-com series,
or like family type thing.
It's kind of like if you took the movie Sweet Magnolias and made a series
and put it in series. Okay. Right? I might check it out though.
Yeah. Well, you could. Like, I'm not gonna lie, some rom-coms I'll watch with my wife. Others, not so much. That one is a little tear jerky for me. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. It's not Lifetimey, but it's a little.
Okay, so it's not Lifetime. As long as it's not Lifetimey.
Yeah, it's not Lifetimey, and not that.
The Lifetime is the T-Move of TV.
Kind of. Well, you know what? So sometimes, not all the time, because really, Tubi is the T-Move of movies. Now, don't get me wrong. I like some Tubi movies. True. I do. I like some Tubi movies. I do.
But they always the remakes. They ain't what they not me putting out my movie on Tubi. Now you know how that'll look.
Well, no, if you put your movie out, I think it'd be good because yours would have a plot. But some of these movies are like, okay, here's my issue with Tubi movies. And for the record, I watch a lot of Tubi, okay? Because I don't know.
It's free, first of all.
It is free. And there's nothing wrong with free 99, but there's something about undiscovered talent. And I mess with Detroit. And a lot of Detroit content is on Tubi, so I watch it.
Absolutely.
But my issue with some of it is when you write a movie and there's a courtroom scene, you need to know courtroom procedure, right? True. If the lawyer says objection, the judge has to rule either sustained or not sustained or denied or whatever. Or I'll allow it or whatever, but the judge has to rule, right?
Right.
You need to understand the charges that you put on a person need to be charges that you could actually charge someone with, not something that you think they should be charged for, but they actually need to be laws. So like that's my issue. But I like a lot.
So wait. Are you micromanaging the Tubi movies?
I'm not, but I have a brain.
Tubi is not for brains.
Okay, so you're watching a movie, right? You're watching a movie. You see the courtroom. It's clearly not a courtroom. It's a swap mall. They're clearly not in the courtroom. You didn't have enough money to rent out a courtroom, right? All right, so I'll go with that. But then, okay, your attorney has on a suit that's
2 times too big. Look, I done spent my whole $500,000 on this damn movie. Y'all better appreciate.
um, but you couldn't spend
Y'all,
500 on the suits. You couldn't work that
no,
in the budget?
everybody was volunteering and had to bring their own clothes.
Okay, but you don't think you need to know courtroom procedure when you're doing that?
On Tubi?
Yes, it's a
Sir,
movie.
sir, I would be disappointed if they knew
Stop
courtroom
it!
procedure.
Stop it! No, you would not. Look, we have to hold.
But how does everybody, they might not, the director and they might not, they new timers. And what if they never been to a court and they never watched Law and Order?
Then you need to do research on courtroom procedure. That's writing 101.
It's not in the budget.
Oh my God. It's not in the
Not
budget.
in the budget.
Google is not free. You can't
Sometimes.
you can't watch what's the show you just said? Dun dun. What's that?
Game of Thrones?
No, the one you just said it. It's a courtroom show.
Oh, Law and Order?
Law and Order. You can't watch Law and Order?
I
I mean,
could.
just watch it, but I'm saying
I'm too busy making the movie.
Oh my God, that is no excuse. That is literally
okay. Well, you can't be micromanaging the people that got their movies on to Tubi and be like,
they're doing better than me because they got their movies on Tubi. But what I'm saying is, if you want me to be a fan, I at least need to see courtroom procedures that are realistic.
But you got through the movie. It's a one-hit wonder. Just think of it as a one-hit wonder. And then you just go on to the next T-Moo movie.
Just can't.
I mean, Tubi, not T-Moo.
Same thing. You said it right the first time. But, like, now, okay, so let me tell you. There's this show on Tubi that I love. What's the name of it? The Dirty D. Okay? I love that show. It's got, I think they're in season 4 now. I love that show. Low budget is all get out, but I love it. There's a couple of movies about, I think there's a Detroit rapper, Murder Pain. I like him. I like his shows. I like his content.
Okay.
There are a couple of actors on there I really like. But there are some movies that are just so bad. There's no way you can say, like, this is a court of law. Like, it doesn't even look like
it don't match.
No, you may as well just be like, okay, shoot the scene from they went into court and this is what happened.
The carpet don't match the drapes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ah!
Not at all. Not in the least bit. Okay. but anyway, all right. So Cape Fear is coming out on Apple TV.
I started that.
You did start it. What are your impressions so far? Oh,
I'm only 7 minutes in.
Oh.
So it gets so so I'm at the pool scene when they done pulled out the squirrel. I mean the raccoons. I hope anybody about to watch it.
Right.
So I'm at the pool scene and they're kind of weird. The family is kind of weird.
Okay.
And the wife is getting interviewed, and then behind her, they taping the interview. So I guess she's some highfalutin something. They taping the interview, and the daughter is pulling a family of family of I think raccoons out of the pool. Like all of them dead, like a whole family. So that's like the dun 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 dun, because somebody.
That is weird.
No, skunks. It was skunks.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, 4 skunks, and then the daughter's just like, yeah, she was like, it's a family, and I'm like, what?
No, do they secrete when they're dead? Still, do you know?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
That stuff.
That is a good question, because then they food disgusting.
It'll be on you for a week. I mean, that's. I wonder if they like, you know how in certain a lot of human beings defecate when they die, right?
Yeah, of course. Everything.
First you say it, then you do it, right? But so I wonder if like that is like that for skunks. Like,
oh, it might be.
Oh, you know what I mean? Because if that's the case,
and all my secretions is coming out.
You're gonna have to get that pool clean.
Now, what I don't know about this Cape Fear, because the last Cape Fear it ended on a boat, but it doesn't seem like they are gonna be on a boat.
Well, it's only the first episode. I mean, you never know. Maybe you got to see how it develops. I'm
Yeah,
going to check that out because that does seem weird.
I
And
like thrillers though, so
I
that's
do
what
too.
I was
Yeah.
intrigued.
Okay.
So,
I do
so
too.
I think that's gonna be a good one.
Okay, that's fair. Sugar season 2, which I know it's a detective thriller. I've never seen it. House of the Dragon, which is a spinoff of Game of Thrones, right? Which you and I both like. Now, I've not seen House of the Dragon, but I
I
love
have.
Game of Thrones. You have seen House of the Dragon.
Yes, and she is a bad. Shut your mouth. Let me tell you,
The
she is
what's her queen? What's her name?
whatever her name
Blonde
is.
hair with the
Yes,
yeah, with the silver hair,
yes.
basically. Okay.
So they House of the Dragon was they had I think the prequel.
It was the prequel, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
So she wasn't playing either. So and it just tells the story of the dragons and how kind of everything came
How it got there.
together. Yeah, but it was good.
Okay.
It was that. So you may want to go ahead and watch that before you watch season 2 or 3. Just go on and binge because you're gonna be quite surprised. Because women were
Was it as good as Game of Thrones? Like,
yeah.
is there an episode that's similar to the Red Wedding when everybody gets it and it was pure betrayal? Or what about when that kid who I hate, who I can't think of his name, but he was the king, he was the kid king, like you said, who was torturing Sansa, and I hated him, and he died by poisoning. And Yuna, I gotta tell you, I'm wrong for this. I watched his death 15 times. Like I literally
Mm-mm.
so good to me. It's like Faces
He
of Death.
was like he was horrible. He
He
was kind of
was, and I
horrible.
was so happy he died. It's like what Jack Nicholson said in that movie. I'm glad you're dead. Like that
Right.
how I
Right.
felt, which is wrong because he's a kid.
Why?
I just hated him. I hated him so
It
much.
ain't wrong. Shoot, there's a couple other people we could put on the list. That's
That
all I'm
was like
saying.
that was my favorite scene. That the White Walker battle.
Yep.
The last
Mine was the Battle of the Bastards.
okay, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
The Red Wedding, obviously. But yeah, when he got it, oh my god,
Yeah. He got it good.
he did.
He got it good.
Because he was like, and I was like, I literally, I
Yeah.
started, I like rewound it and watched it again. And my wife was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Nothing." Rewind it. Watch it.
Being happy.
Yes, exactly. But that shouldn't have been, but whatever. Then of course we got The Last Airbender coming up, season 2. I'm told it's a good show. Honestly, I've not watched it, but hey, to each his own. You guys want to watch it? Just letting you know what's there.
Did you see the first Avatar?
I did not. I'm not.
Oh,
a big
you haven't seen any Avatars.
So I've seen no. Now that's not the Avatar movie. That's the.
Oh, this is the show.
This is the
this
Last
is-
Airbender. This is the last that. And
This
it's
is the.
but it's a different. It's a different.
I know
track.
what you're talking about. I remember now. Yeah. I know what
So
it is.
I just no. I never now Avatar. Yeah, I'm all over that. As a matter of fact, that last movie was great. But you know,
Oh, was it? Okay. See, I didn't see the last one.
you've got to see it. Now, I forewarn you, it is 3.5 hours. Okay,
I'm not doing that. Ain't no way. Put it back. Put it back.
All right. So what movie
back.
what movie will you watch that's 3 hours?
I won't even drive 3 hours.
Damn. All right, so I will watch an Avengers movie. That I will do that.
I can get to 2 hours and 58 seconds.
2 hours and 58 minutes.
I mean, 2 hours and no, I could do 2 hours and 38 minutes.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll do it
That's-
for Avengers, but it's
Yeah.
not a lot I'll do it for. But actually, I'm not going to say to be fair. To be honest, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So let me
Was
ask
it
you.
3.5 hours good though?
Well, no, it's about her struggle, right? So, did you see the second one? Second Avatar.
Here's my problem.
Uh-huh.
I think the avatars were us. So I'm feeling it felt kind of like a little colonization type thing
Yeah, I could see that.
from the beginning.
I could see that. Because it was. Yeah, you're right.
So, it'd be triggering. But not really. It don't be triggering. But I'm just saying,
No,
it was the first one
is.
was good. I took my kids. I saw it in Hawaii,
Yeah.
and it was a good movie. But then I started being influenced by social media, and I was like, wait a minute, that is another way to look at it. And then I didn't watch the second one.
Okay, that's
My
fair.
son did both go to the second one, and you said there's a third. No, this is the
Yeah,
manga.
the third
I've
one.
seen one of those episodes though, because I try to watch stuff with my, because I'm old and still got a teenager. He's still 14. I just
Hey man, I
he been 14 for so freaking long. Oh shit, I swear.
he's only going to be 14 for a year, right? I
It,
mean,
it feel like 5 years of 14.
but it's
I
only
can't get rid of no ninth graders. I had ninth grade in 2012. I
mm,
had ninth grade in 2018. I
mm.
had ninth grade in 2026. It's 2026 and I still have a ninth grader.
Is
Ninth graders can't stop, won't stop.
is there a lesson you're learning? Maybe you
I
know.
ain't having no more kids.
Okay,
That's my freaking lesson.
that's
I'm
real.
having no, and this is not even possible, and I'm still not having them.
That's real. That's real. Okay, that's fair. So, what's new in movies? Stephen King's new Disclosure Day is coming out.
Stephen King or Steven Spielberg?
Thank you, Steven Spielberg. Sorry. What's that? Old man mistake. There you go.
That's a senior. It can't be a senior moment because you're not a senior.
That's just being old, man. All this information coming in. It's a senior moment. Okay, so Disclosure Day is basically about a cybersecurity expert and a meteorologist who find themselves on the run from a shadowy government contractor after uncovering proof of an 80-year-old extraterrestrial cover up. And you said off camera while we were talking, so it's kind of like E.T. It's like if E.T. came back 80 years later.
He repurposed in ET. Because when I saw on the little when they were showing it on TV, you could see ET coming in on the side, and then the only thing they didn't have is the Reese's Pieces. But you can see ET. I swear for God, that alien, if that alien don't look like ET Daddy, I don't know what he looked like.
You
I
like
swear.
Reese's Pieces? Are you a fan of Reese's
I
Pieces?
love Reese's Pieces.
Love me some Reese's Pieces. Oh my
I
god.
do. I do.
I do. I love them. They're awesome. So, hey guys, if you want to check it out this weekend, that's fine. We got a did you know, Una? Did you know that neo soul was originally not a genre of music? It was a term created by one black music executive as a shorthand, and it helped record labels, internally identify which acts would not require, which black acts would not require crossover marketing budgets. Those funds reserved for pop boy bands. The word neo soul signaled to executives in meetings that these black artists might sell 150K to 350K, best case scenario 1 million. It had nothing to do with the sound of music. Now, I saw this on Joe Budden's podcast, and another podcast member, I can't remember who he is, but he said, yeah, but can we take that and make it into something? Like, even though, because neo soul now is a genre of music,
But
right?
it's not a genre of money.
Well,
Well, I'm going to tell you why.
you grew up in the
So,
business, so you would know. So tell me why.
okay, so I'm going to tell you why. So, I was interning at a couple of record companies.
Okay.
And I interned with Sylvia Roan. I was at Arista Records. I wanted to go where the contracts were. So
Right.
my daddy got me in, and I worked in contracts where I did contract summaries.
Okay.
That's when I found out everybody was getting the business. Okay.
Yeah.
So the black artist, so that's when Little Kim was coming out.
Mhm.
That was when the height of the big rock bands. So we would take a
Grunge,
long contract and we
grunge
would
music.
take it.
Grunge?
Hmm?
Was that grunge that you're talking about in Seattle, like Kurt Cobain and all of them? Was that about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But even before that, I can't remember some of their names, but they were some pretty good bands. So we take a contract, it might be 50 pages, 75 pages, and we summarize it down to 7 pages to give the artist.
Okay.
So number one, they're gonna say, Lil Kim, you know what? We're gonna give you 3 cents an album.
Wow.
They giving the white artist $1 an album. Also, all this money we about to give you up front is recoupable. So before you make a dollar or a dime, all that money is coming back to us. Okay. So this is why
What does that mean? All that money. So in other words,
so it's recoupable, meaning if I'm giving you 200,000 and you thinking you got 250,000 up front, that's for your production, that's for your marketing, and before you get a dime from your sales,
you're gonna get that's gonna go to you first.
No, that's gonna go to the record company because the record company put out the money first.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So if I sell 1 million albums as a white artist, I'm getting $1 million. If I sell it as Lil Kim, I ain't getting nothing. That's why they continue to go on tours, because tours are the only things that aren't recoupable.
Okay.
So that's why you see 50, 60, 70 years. We still touring because they still own all of our music. So not only did they get the publishing,
right,
but they only giving you 3 to 5 cents, maybe 10 cents per album. We had a group called Intro that I had signed with our digital distribution company. They wanted us to go back and find their streaming money because streaming wasn't out back then. So a lot of people really got robbed with the streaming. And Intro was a really good group, but they just did not know how to navigate the streaming, and people started streaming their music and they wouldn't get paid. So that's my point about neo soul, is that even though it was a genre and we got, a little bit more recognition for having neo soul, it wasn't a money play. It was a not give you money play.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. These are black artists, so we're not going to give them a budget for a crossover because we're
not giving them a budget for nothing.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That is not fair. See, I can say it. That is not fair.
That is not fair. You are right.
All right. So we are at the section of the show called Two Wrongs, One Mic. All right. Mm-hmm. You and I had this discussion. This is a male-female thing. On the docket tonight, the subject is the movie Love Jones. And for you old heads out there, company excluded, okay? For you old heads, out there, you know where I'm going with this. The question at hand, was Nina wrong for going to New York to explore and examine her potential feelings with her ex while she was having a relationship with Darius? Darius played by Lorenz Tate. Nina played by Nia Long. But anyway, the reason it's coming up is because Nia Long and Lorenz Tate have a new movie that's coming out this year. I don't know the name of it, but it made me think about it. And we were talking about this earlier today. And this is a conversation that I've had with a lot of women and a lot of men. And it's typically split down the middle because the women feel one way and the men feel another. And tonight, we're going to get into it. All right.
Okay.
Second question. Was Darius wrong for dating Lisa while she was gone? Okay. Third question. Was she wrong for dating Wood, Darius's frenemy, when she returned? So let's get into it.
Guys, why did she get 2 wrongs and he only get 1?
Because she deserved it. Because she started it. So anyway, let's she did start it.
He started it. There was a precursor to the entire thing.
She started it.
She started by being honest.
She still started it.
If you gonna tell me, I mean, go ahead. Ain't no ring on your finger.
Okay, so let me set it up, right? So Darius and Nina meet each other. They're in love, they're in infatuation, like they are really digging each other. Like it's the sweet spot in the relationship where she comes over to his place, he goes over to her place, they're finishing each other's sentences. they're into the same things. He's like a black Renaissance man. He's coming over telling her, I'm not going to stop pursuing you. I'm going to bring you an album every time Prince comes out. And you know that brother drop an album a week. And back then that was about true. And everything is great. He even takes her to his place, Una, and he says to her, I normally don't bring women here, which maybe it's a lie, maybe it's not. But still,
I was getting ready to say, now, come on now.
Whatever. It was cool to say. He was like, look, you're lucky I don't knock you out with some spray, okay? Because I normally don't bring women
You
here.
already visited me on the humbug.
He's letting her know she's special. Okay.
Okay.
That's the entire point of the dialogue. He's letting her know she's special, right? And they're having their thing and tete-a-tete or whatever, and everything is beautiful. And then all of a sudden, the asshole who left her at the, I don't know if he left her at the altar, but he just left her, right? He's gone for a year. He just, what do these young folks call it now? Ghosting?
Ghosting.
Before ghosting was a thing, he literally ghosted her, left her for a year. She moved all her stuff from New York or wherever she was to, I believe they were in Chicago. She moves all her stuff to Chicago, and now all of a sudden, a year later, he pops up and is like, "Hey," and I hated him, but anyway, "Hey, girl, how you doing? Da 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 da. I'm back in New York. I just want to say I'm sorry. You know I'm not good with apologies, girl. So, bam, there you go. 2 tickets, New York. Come to see me." And she talks it over with her girlfriend, and her girlfriend tells her, "Well, ask him. And if he says no, there's no need to go, is there? But if he's all macho, then you're just going to have to teach him a lesson, right?"
No, she said, if he gets mad and goes off, then you're not going to go.
Then there's no need to go, is there? Right. That's what she said. You're right. You're right. She did say that.
Right. And if that is reasonable. Because if you're going to show passion for me and you daring me, like, why would you dare a woman? Why are you daring me? Yeah, soon as you hit me with the ain't no ring on my finger, I know where the relationship going.
But maybe all right, so let's get into it, right? So clearly this is after a session where they're making love like infatuation, whatever you call it. She's on the couch. She's in the chair. He's on the couch. He asks her if she wants a beer. She says no. And she says to me, I've got an interview in New York. And while I'm there, and this is when she drops it on him, I've got some unfinished business, right? Because men are direct, women talk in code.
And he immediately said it's a dude.
Some dude, right? And then she's like, I just want to know where we are. Now, the fact, let me tell you how men think. In chat, you can chime in if you want to. Let me tell you how men think. If we're dating and you say to me, hey, I got this ex that I want to go see. Now, she didn't say I want to go see him, but she said, I want to go see. We got a thing. It ended abruptly. I need to see what that's about. I need to investigate those feelings. You've now put me in a situation where you're saying to me, I'm not it. I'm not the gentleman in the jam.
No,
I'm not. That is how.
No. I'm looking for you to lead. I'm looking for you to lead.
For me to lead.
So I'm being honest with you.
Where? Insecure Town? Because that's what you're gonna say.
It's his insecurity.
It's
saying that nonsense about ain't no ring on your feet. You supposed to be like, babe, you gonna leave me? You gonna leave me here? Really?
Who wants to take that chance and be vulnerable when you've already crushed me? Men live by ego.
You literally and figuratively crushed me. So you telling me that you could be all in my lady parts, but you can't be vulnerable enough to tell me that you don't want me to give my lady parts to nobody else? Come on now. Y'all better get out of here.
Because now you want me to be a simp. You want me to be like, no.
What is a simp? What is it? Yes. Whatever that, yes. Yep. Sure do.
Bruh, sure. Absolutely not.
Okay, so that's what's going on with the loneliness crisis then, because don't nobody want to be a simp. I don't even know what a simp is, but it sounds nice.
I'm saying, okay, if you come to me and you're like, hey, there's this dude, you know what I mean? My ex, I want to go see what that's about. I'm
She
gonna
did not say I wanted. She said she did not. That was left up for interpretation. First of all, she said I got some unfinished business.
a dude. What do you think? Okay, let me
He
ask you.
said a dude. She didn't say that.
Oh my God! So it's a woman now? Is that
It
what
could
we're?
be anybody. It could
It's
be. It could
not
be.
though. You
It could
and
be
I
Aunt
both know.
Shirley.
You stop it.
Aunt
You
Sure.
and
I could be handling Aunt
I,
Shirley's estate.
oh my God. You and I both know she's talking about a dude. And what I'm saying is
No, that's the first thing y'all think.
most men are gonna think that.
Okay, well that seems like a you problem.
No. Okay. All right, fine.
So
So
what you want me? Okay, so I tell you that. So what would you have wanted me to say? Because it seemed like you want me to say something different than the person I am.
no, I want you to be you. What I'm saying is I'm gonna move accordingly. So you tell me.
So
And
what's your moving accordingly? Waiting, you love me so much that you just gonna wait till I get back and see what happens, or you just gonna go do your thing?
I'm gonna do my thing, girl. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm not
Mm,
waiting because
okay.
why? You're not waiting on me. You're
Well, me
going up. You've outright told me I'm going to New York. I'm doing the interview.
no, and
Potential.
I got some unfinished
Oh
business.
my God! But you know what that's code for. You know what
I
that's
have
code.
no idea. I haven't dated in a long time. I don't know what that code for.
You know exactly what that's code for. Okay, so let's get to Darius, right? So Darius is obviously hurt. We see this. He's hurt.
So
But like most men, he doesn't want to be vulnerable because, and again, present company excluded. Okay. There are some women who you cannot show that to because
and
they,
who chooses that? Who? How do you know?
I'm saying they will weaponize it. They will weaponize it. So I'm vulnerable today. And today might be great. You might hear it. You might think that's great. But 6 months from now, when we argue over toasted oats or
And it,
whatever, in the back of your mind, now you're thinking, I should have gone to New York.
and you're not telling me men don't do the same. I don't think Nia should have told us that. I wouldn't have told him nothing.
See,
I
that's
would have took my happy ass right on to New York
wow.
because you cannot tell a man. I'm telling you, you cannot tell a man everything. You cannot trust a man with all of the things that you feel would be truthful, normal, because just like you said, you received it totally different. As soon as you heard her, he said, a man.
Because it was a man.
She didn't say that.
She didn't have to. It was a
Okay.
man. That's a reasonable assumption. So look, let's do this. Let's all right. Let's put a pin in that for a sec. Let's go to Darius. So Darius assumes, you know what? Okay, fine. You go to New York. I'm gonna do me. He's going out. He's with this boy. He's like, man, if he's doing his job, why am I hitting? You slept on your boy. Oh man. He's like, but to be honest, she's the one. And I can't think of the actor's name, but he's like, oh my God. It's like, I got you. You slipped up on me. But when he walks away, you see that he's hurt. Like he's hurt.
Self-inflicted hurt.
It's not self-inflicted. She wounded him when she said it. Like again,
You told me ain't no ring on your finger. Like you got all cavalier with it.
that was his ego. Men don't want to look dumb. Men do
So leave your ego at home and come with your heart. Like
like
what?
and leave your femininity. You know what I
Oh
mean?
hell no, no, because everybody got an ego. Everybody don't have femininity. And femininity is what gets y'all over sometimes. So let's be clear. Femininity is what saves y'all.
I'm just saying, man. No man wants to be vulnerable.
Okay, so he gonna go. So Darius went and did his thing.
So all right, so Darius is out. He's hurt. He meets Lisa, right? He and Lisa start kicking it. Okay. She's in New York. He doesn't know that dude's an extreme asshole. He doesn't know that dude isn't like, why did you eat my toasted oats or whatever? And she just figures in the moment, you know what? I made a mistake coming in here. Darius is thinking worst case scenario, as most men would, right? Because better to think that something bad happened and prepare yourself for it. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm just being real. Better to think something bad happened and prepare yourself for it than think it's all good and be crushed when you find out that something happened. So I understand the mindset he's in, right? But he does go and kick it with Lisa, and they do their thing. Now, let me ask you this. Was he wrong for that?
Oh, boy. He was wrong if he wanted her back.
Okay, so let me get this right. Let me understand what you're saying, because this is where me and women
because you ain't thinking it through. That'd be the problem.
Okay, so you want me to sit here?
Yes, like most women do.
No, ma'am. No. You're in New York. I don't know if you're getting your rocks off. I don't know what you're doing. Matter of fact, you don't say to me, I'm not going to sleep with him. You say, you're vague, but you're implying I need to explore this. I need to see if there are feelings there, right? So you expect me with that knowledge to just sit here and be like, I love you, Nina. I'm just going to wait for you and just sit here and be a simp. And I love
What
you,
is a
Nina.
What is a simp? What is a simp?
Is a weak man who is crushed by the weight of a woman who does whatever she says do, who's at her every beck and call and does not have a backbone. That's a simp. Okay. And for me, if you tell me you're going to New York and you got to figure some stuff out, then I got to figure stuff out. Now, I'm not saying I'm definitely going to do it, but I'm saying I'm open to it. And I'm asking you, why does she get a pass? Because she dated this guy, but he doesn't, when she clearly went up to New York to find out. That's what the two are not congruent, right?
They are congruent because I'm emotional. So you need to just hold your horses with what you're doing and let me figure my life out if you want me.
So I need to wait for you to go and get a whole nother dude.
Yep. You don't think I was with no other dude before you?
And I'm trying to understand.
So now we're talking about body count. This is a problem.
I'm not talking about, I would not dare bring up body count because that's hypocritical. I'm not bringing it up. But look, whatever you did before me is before me. Whatever I did before you is before you. But the bottom line is, you cannot.
So the problem is y'all knowing, because if nobody knew anything, we would have been fine. Is that the truth?
Me personally, I don't want to know.
So you think I shouldn't have just said? So she shouldn't have said that. Like I said, she shouldn't have said nothing to him.
I'm not saying she shouldn't have said that. I applaud her honesty. Okay. And if she had come back, even if she comes back and sees me and so let's get into it. She comes back. She obviously sees Darius. He's with the girl. She's at the library. Okay. She's at the library. And at that point, now she's mad. So now she's not calling him. But to me, where she goes wrong is, why do you then go to my frenemy? Why do you then go to one of my guys who's in my circle, mind you? This ain't some 15th distant cousin who I see every 5th Christmas or so. Like, this guy's in my circle, even though he's clearly jealous of me and we don't like each other. He's in my circle of friends. I see this fool at every get together. I see this fool all the time. You're gonna go date him. You're gonna go date him.
Well, they didn't date. They just did a little something.
They did date. He took her on a dinner and remarked how he didn't wear underwear. They did date. No, they definitely dated. So are you telling me then? Are you telling me that what she did was okay? And she rode in a hearse. Jesus Christ. Do you think it's okay that she dated this man who's a friend of mine? Like, is that okay?
Now, what? But you said they're frenemies.
Well, friend enemy, like, okay, he's clearly jealous of Darius, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, man. Darius was the man. That poem that he did, bro, come on, man.
He did. This is true. This is true.
That poem that he did, the whole cool thing with, you know, Ladarius trying to be cool and spilling the drink or whatever. Like, that's a move, man. But Ladarius was that dude. I'm no hater, okay? Haywood is a hater. Whole time, just all
yeah, he is. He Wood was a hater. Yeah,
right. So they're friend enemies, right? They're friend. Well, Ladarius just didn't rock with him, but he was, you know, he's that friend that you don't rock with, but like your boy, somebody the crew rocks
with.
That
somebody he'll be there at the same barbecue.
You gotta deal with him, right? But I'm saying, was she wrong though? Let me tell you how I feel about it. If she came back and she's dating somebody I don't know, cool, right? You went up and did your one, I did my one.
So that's where it's supposed to stop. Because you did your one after me.
Yes.
So that's where it's supposed to stop. You got me back. And then
you date somebody, just nobody I know, like nobody like that. Like if she didn't know him, cool.
But they were frenemies. They wasn't really friends.
That's even worse.
What? They weren't even really friends.
Let me ask you this, right? So let's apply it. Let's say were
they a couple?
I don't know what they were. No, I mean,
they were a situationship.
Okay.
So when you are a situationship and you ain't put your stamp and you ain't tattooed me and you ain't put no type of we doing something, this me, this you, we having a monogamous relationship, then everything is on the table.
My boy.
Everything is on the table. May the best provider win.
No. I can't even go there with you. I can't even go there with you. She's foul. Now, again, you saw me with Lisa, cool. You want to be mad about that. I feel like you don't have a right to be mad because you went up and did what you did. But you want to be mad about it, cool. I understand.
Because my feelings is hurt too.
Yeah, but your feelings are hurt because of you. Because you started this.
And no, I did not start it. This is why y'all keep saying this. See, this is why women can't be. This is why women can't be truthful with y'all. Because y'all done turned it around on us. We trying to be truthful. Instead of you saying, you know what, babe, thank you for telling me that. Thank you. Thank you for being truthful. You gonna leave me though? You really leaving me?
Who wants to do that?
What the
what? Who wants to do? What? Do you hear how
any man that wants me alone?
I'm like Keith Sweat right now.
You better. You better.
Oh my God. Keith Sweat is the begging.
You better start singing. You send me swinging. Oh, you send me swinging.
Condition. Is that Mint Condition?
Yeah, that's Mint Condition.
I love Mint Condition. No, but I mean, Keith Sweat is the beggingest back, and I like Keith Sweat. Don't get me wrong. I rock with Keith Sweat, okay? But Keith be begging, man. Come on. And you're trying. So let me ask you this, right? 5 years from now, right? We together, you mad because I forgot to pick up some celery from the store. Okay, you mad, you going off, we have an argument, right? And you weaponize it and throw it up. And I should have gone to see such and such.
Ain't no way I'm saying that. I'm not telling you.
That's going to.
I don't do that. Ain't no need in throwing no stones and then trying to hide my hand. I ain't about to. Okay. You ain't gonna know.
Fair. Do you think she was wrong for going to see Wood? Do you think she was wrong for dating Wood?
You think no? You know why she wasn't wrong? Because you want me to assume that you have not coupled me. So therefore, I am single.
Mm.
I am 100% single.
Wasn't he single when he went out with Lisa?
Yes, he was single when he went out with Lisa.
Why she get mad then?
Because she's a woman. That's why she got mad.
What does that mean? What does that mean? She has no reason to get mad. By definition, you just said you haven't wifed me. You haven't put your stamp on it. We're not a couple. So why, if you're not a couple, why are you mad?
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be mad because I'm emotional, period. I got different hormones than you, okay? So we're going to blame it on the hormones.
Okay.
But you can't come get me back and think I ain't about to get back.
I'm not even getting you back at this point. I'm doing me. There's a difference.
Okay, so let me do me. What's wrong with me doing me? I'm single.
There's nothing wrong with you doing you. You just can't do me while you do my friend. Or do you, I'm sorry, while you do my friend. No, you can't. To me, that's where because to me, that says you're being vindictive. You had to know that's going to get back to me. Nina had to know that at some point, if you're dealing with Wood, that's going to get back to Darius.
Yeah, because you told me I ain't have no ring before I left to go to New York.
But
I'm still thinking about that. I'm still thinking about that.
So your remedy for that is you're gonna
I ain't do it on purpose. I just kind of fell into it.
Why do y'all do that?
We do. We're emotional beings. I mean, we might be. He might have told me I was cute one too many times, and it was over.
You did it on purpose, though.
I might have been drunk.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You did it with intent. You absolutely.
It's usually not. No, absolutely not.
You did it. You did it because you knew it was getting back to me. You knew it would hurt because the first thing she says to him, first of all, when that dumb stuff goes down at that party and Haywood is like, walk me in. And Haywood was such a jerk. And he comes out and he's like, where's Nina? And then he bumps Haywood on the way out. And, she's walking with an attitude. And he's like, look, this is not the kind of neighborhood you want to be stomping around like somebody stole your effing bike. I'm walk up here, call you a cab, boom, you can go. Literally, she's sitting there seething with anger. He's sitting up there seething with anger. And he says to her that she's about to get into the cab, you gonna go and sleep with my boy? And she said, Darius, So it's intentional because her response to him saying, you gonna sleep with my boy is, why. And then he says, oh, shit, Lisa. But to me, it's like you tried to one-up me.
Man, y'all do that all the time.
Okay.
Y'all be double demon time on the one-upping.
Okay. Look it. I think she was wrong. Okay. You don't
If I am a single woman and you have not given me any indication that you about to wife me up, so now everything is fair game.
It's not just dating. I got to wife you now. So it's not just us dating.
Well, date me. It was a situationship. They weren't even dating. Okay. They wasn't dating.
Okay.
Nobody said nothing about them dating. It was a situationship. That's why Darius said, I mean, we just kicking it, right? You ain't got no ring on your finger. Do you?
You know why he said that.
He said, do you? And he did not say, do you? I'ma do me.
You know why he said that. You know exactly why he said that. But whatever, man. Whatever. All right. So then let's get to the next one. Is there a doctor in the house? So there's controversy surrounding Cheyenne Bryant. It centers on whether her influence and educational background justify her use of the title doctor, despite not holding a license to practice therapy. Now, you and I talked about this offline. And from what I'm told and from what I read, she went to some sort of Argosy University that's now defunct.
Yes.
And you said that whenever that you get a doctorate, there's always a dissertation that is made public.
It's
Right.
published. It's either bound, it's published. It's a published work, your dissertation.
Right. So the fact that we don't see a dissertation is
Mm-hmm.
in and of itself, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's one. So she's not a doctor. Okay.
No, that's the number. So if you running out here talking about you a doctor and you not, then you already off my list because you're just saying it because of the title and you're trying to deceive people. Knowing you deceiving them, knowing you ain't do no dissertation. Some people lose their marriages and everything trying to do their dissertation, get their PhD. You know what people go through to get their PhD?
Yep.
So you went out there trying to deceive. Ain't no doctor about to wear DR on their chain.
Okay. So
What the?
all right, so let me ask you this, right? All right. So she's not a doctor. Okay. There are a lot of life coaches, okay, who are not doctors, who give people advice every day, right? So my question to you, and it is a question, she had counseling sessions with Shannon Sharp, counseling sessions with Cam Newton, counseling sessions with other people. What if it was helpful and beneficial to them?
They were all men.
Well, maybe that's her core audience.
Yeah,
Right?
that's her core audience because she cute.
Well, I've heard some of her advice.
You heard one thing that
I've
you
heard,
agreed with. Everything else is a word salad with Caesar dressing and croutons.
I've heard, I've heard a few more things than one. I wouldn't say they were 10 things, but I don't
So
listen.
you saying you ain't heard none of her word salads?
I don't listen to her every day. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I don't go look, oh, what's Cheyenne Bryant? I don't look for it. But what I'm saying is she had a very in-depth conversation with Cam. And she brought up some issues. And a lot of what she said, I agree with. I've heard her.
Cam ain't agree with it. Cam ain't agree with it.
I think it was still good information.
It was basic information.
I don't know.
That was so basic. You talking about a broken home? That was basic information. Anybody, I could have went up there and been like, you know what? You just got a whole bunch of broken homes, Cam.
But she was talking about how he's contributing to it.
But what does that have to do with psychology or life coaching? Is she giving him a direct plan of what you need to do? Is she giving him the tools to change his mindset to make sure that he not doing what she said he doing?
Is it about that, or is it trying to let?
That's what therapists do.
Is it about that, or is it about letting them get to their impression? Or letting them get to that conclusion on their own, right?
They can't.
All right, so a lot of therapists will sit and listen to you talk and guide you through it, trying to get you to the point of, well, maybe I just don't need to do this, or maybe I did. But they're not going to come out and say that. They're just going to talk with you until you get to that point. And I think that's what she was trying to do. Now, again, look, I'm not for anybody committing fraud. Okay, but what I'm saying is what she does helpful? Does it help people? Does it change lives for the better? Right? It's like, and I use this. Let's say this guy works on Lexuses or Lexi, whatever the correct plural term is for it, and he's been around 15 of the greatest mechanics ever. But he never took the test. Okay, he just came up around these people since he was knee-eyed to a gnat, and now he's 35 and he can fix everything, right? I take my car to the guy, and for $35 he can do whatever, or $100 he can do whatever I need done. Should I not go and see him? Is he not just as good as those other mechanics who would charge me $200 whatever an hour? Should I what I'm saying is, does he provide value? Are there
I
some,
have a bachelor's of science in nursing. I failed my nursing exam 8 times. Do you want me to come put a catheter in you? Just because I ain't got no license. Do you want me? I know how to do a catheter. Would you like for me, as an unlicensed nurse, come and provide you with a catheter?
I would not. No, I would not.
Thank you.
I would
That's
not.
all I'm saying.
I would not.
She's putting off that she's licensed. She's saying that, so that means the range of knowledge she would have to deal with the human psyche would have to be way greater than you telling me I'm making some broken homes.
But what if the issue is he's making broken homes? Like, what if
He
that's
knows that.
the starting point? But he
And
might.
where the rest at? That was one show. Where the rest? Cam ain't listening to nothing. Cam wears knickerbockers and feathers in his hat. He ain't listening to nobody. Not one person.
So you don't like his fashion choice? Is that
I
what?
mean, you know, everything. I mean, for each his own. There's a lot of people that need stylists. I could give them my services.
So if you were, you know what? I'm not even gonna ask. Okay, I look it. I hear you, and no, you should not be marketing yourself as a doctor when you're not.
Would you put her on your show for the views?
I
Would
might.
you ask her to explain herself, or would you try to be getting therapy? Would you try to get therapy? Knowing what you know. See, since she's so big and you call her and she's like, you know what, I'll be on your show. Are you not going to ask her about the controversy?
Would she come if I did? I mean, I got what 2,000 subscribers. I'm nothing to her, so she's probably that's
I'm
probably
not talking about.
okay.
That wasn't the question. See,
Okay,
you deflected.
would I ask her?
If you asked, would you ask her about the controversy? Would you ask her where's her dissertation? What qualifies her to do what she does?
I might ask her that, but I would also ask, okay, aside from that, why do you feel like you're helping these people? Like, give me tangible evidence from your perspective. Why do you feel like you're helping these people? Why do you feel like you talking with them and providing them counseling is helping them to get better? And to the extent that you can show that, right?
I would be like, why you lying? See, that's what the Leo in me will do. See, I can't stand people putting wool over my eyes, and we all know what's going on. I would be like, why are you straight up? Why are you lying? You don't have to lie. Like, look how cute you are. You could
But,
just use your pretty privilege and get at whatever you want.
but look at doctors who are who don't subscribe to Western medicine. You know, a doctor who maybe you walk into their shop and it's all herbs and whatever, but some of these folks, from what I'm hearing, can cure diseases that
My mother was a doctor of chiropractic, but she ain't about to go operate on your back.
I'm but I don't, is that apples to apples though? I mean, you're literally just, it's like you're a life coach, right?
But
So
she's saying she's a doctor.
okay, that's fair.
You taking away from all the people that had to give up their life to get their doctorate.
Okay.
And she just out here with her see-through outfit going to the Jeezy concert.
I got
And
some.
then and I ain't mad. I'm not, let me tell you something. I do not get mad at is people hustle, but you got to have some type of, you got to be able, if you're going to teach somebody something, you really need to know your craft. So if you didn't do a dissertation about what you're trying to teach me, then what makes you qualified?
Okay, so let me ask you this. What if she wasn't a doctor? But what if she gave great advice? And what if her
Then
advice,
do that. Then do that. Just say I'm a great advice giver. I'm a she can be she could be she could be a life coach. She could be a life coach, but what are her qualifications to be a life? You know, I know some life coaches that can't even get their life together. I got no life coaches that need a life coach. How about that?
What if she's a never giver upper?
then hey, then she like me then, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So hey, Una, thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome.
It was fun. I hope the chat enjoyed it. I think they did. Tell these people where they can find you and tell them about your content and what you do.
Okay, so I am Universe HQ, UNAVERSE HQ on Instagram. I am the Universe on YouTube. I am Soft Girl Shops on where? Soft Girl Shops on TikTok. And where else? And Facebook, I'm Una Nicole.
Okay. Awesome. Well, hey.
And you can find me on every day I post. So I post things about lifestyle, but I also am getting ready to start teaching how to flip houses.
Okay.
And we're just going to get into everything. And I'm comedy. A little bit. A little bit of comedy.
Definitely. If you haven't seen her content.
I can't hear you.
Oh, wait.
Are you muted?
Can you hear me now?
Mm-mm.
You can't hear me? Oh, wow.
Nope.
Yeah.
Wait.
Can you hear me now? You cannot hear me now. Oh, wow.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Wow. Can you hear me in the chat? I don't know.
I can't hear you.
That's weird. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and end it, guys.
I can't hear you.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah. All right.
Guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it. Thanks to everyone who joined. You can see me at For My ATL Sports 1 on YouTube, For My ATL Movies. We will see you next week. Hopefully, Miss Una will come back. And thank you to everybody who joined.
Nothing.
Have a good night.
Let's see if I can see.
This movie was about
Lights, camera, action is going down. For my ATL movies, when we run this town with your host T-Wil, yeah, keeping it real. From the A to the screen, you can feel the thrill. Rolling with the classics, we're setting the pace. Highlighting the magic of our soulful space. Got the vibe, got the crew, making it tight. When the screen lights up, everything feels right. Grab your popcorn, let's make it loud. T-Wil, T-Wil. It's movie time, ATL style. Stand proud. From the silver screen to the hearts we steal. T-Wil, T-Wil. Every frame we capture is a real deal. Yeah. Talking premieres where the stars align. ATL views, yeah, they really shine. Behind the